Hello and welcome to Tapping Tuesdays. My name is Sonia from Tap to Shine Wellness and I am happy you're here. Today we will be talking a little bit about sleep and rest, or being more specific, giving ourselves permission to rest. So I'm going to start out with posing a few questions to you. There's no wrong answer, it's just to get you thinking. So first of all, you might want to ask yourself, what is the story that I tell myself about rest, right? Does it make me lazy? Is napping unproductive? Or does it translate to me or you being unproductive if you take a nap during the day or two? And think about the story that you have in your head about resting, right? So thinking about this, whose story is it? Does it belong to you? Or does it belong to someone else? Right? So meaning, did you learn this from someone? A lot of the beliefs that we have are taught to us. Most of this is unintentional, but we definitely are passed down different beliefs during our upbringing, which may or may not serve us, but it's up to us to decide that. So this is one of those things that we can explore and try to identify if it is working for us. So again, there's no wrong answer. It's just information finding basically at this point. And to connect with last week's talk about physical symptoms or manifestations, what are ways that your body tells you you need rest, right? Pounding coffee is only going to take us so far, right? So maybe you find that you're more irritable or you feel more annoyed more frequently. You could be snacking more to try to keep yourself energized when really what you need is to catch a few more Z's, right? You may also notice that you have trouble concentrating. That's a signal from your body that you need more rest. It's possible that you may also feel anxious, or more anxious than usual, or that your mind is just running and you're having trouble getting it to slow down or turn off. Because actually, when we are sleep deprived or we're not getting the rest that we need, this is the recipe for our minds to just run wild, right? And oftentimes this shows up as some sort of physical anxiety. So if that's something that you have been noticing, it might be worth considering if your sleep, if the amount of rest that you're getting could be a factor. And what happens when we don't listen to these messages? It's a good question, right? So again, going back to last week's video, if we do not listen to the messages that our body is sending us, it's going to get louder and louder until we pay attention, right? And no one wants to be in a situation where, let's say in the case of sleep, I suppose best case scenario, you just are physically unable to stay awake. But depending on the situation, this could put you or others in danger, which nobody wants to do, right? So for the well-being of ourselves and others, let's see if we can kind of sweep out some of this resistance so that we can show up the way that we want to as our best selves. So if you didn't guess already, we're going to go into some tapping on this. So first of all, if you notice any resistance to resting anywhere in your body, could be physical, could just be an emotion or thought in your mind, go ahead and note that down or make a mental note. And again, as a reminder, we're using a 0 to 10 scale. So 0 is low or it doesn't bother at all, it's not there. 10, worst thing ever. So between those two, how intense, how strongly does some sort of resistance to rest come up for you? And let's go ahead, we'll take a nice easy breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, as always, breathing in and blowing it out. Okay, so without further ado, go ahead and tap along and repeat after me. So starting on the side of the hand. Even though I feel this resistance to rest, despite knowing that I need it, I completely accept myself and this feeling. Even though I've been resisting resting, because I have so much to do. There's no time to rest. I completely accept myself and I'm open to resting anyway. Even though I know I need more rest. But part of me thinks that napping or resting means I'm lazy and unproductive. I choose to give myself permission to rest anyway, because I completely accept and love myself. All right, top of the head. This resistance to rest. Eyebrow points. I can't rest. Sides of the eyes. I have too much to do. Under the eyes. I need to be productive. Under the nose. So I won't rest. Under the mouth. Resting means I'm lazy. Collarbones. How can I be productive if I'm resting? Under the arms. I can't nap when there's so much work to do. Okay, back to the top of the head. I've been resisting rest. And it's taking its toll. Side of the eyes. I'm open to getting curious about where this belief came from. Under the eyes. Is it mine? Under the nose? Or someone else's? Chin. Is this actually true for me? Collarbones. What if resting was the secret to getting more done? Under the arms. What if I could rest and still be productive? Great, top of the head. I release this old belief now. Eyebrow points. I choose to write a new story. Side of the eye. About what resting means about me. Under the eyes. Resting means I take care of myself. Under the nose. Resting means I want to take care of others. Chin. Resting recharges my body and mind. Collarbones. So I can be more productive. Under the arm. Resting lets my body know that I love and appreciate. Top of the head. All that it does for me. Eyebrow points. I release any beliefs that I don't deserve rest. Side of the eyes. I deserve to feel my best. Under the eyes. And rest will help me do that. Under the nose. It feels good to take care of myself. Under the chin, under the mouth. It feels good to rest. Collarbones. And when I feel good, things are easier. under the arms. I give myself permission to rest now. Great, let that go. If you want to move a little, take a stretch, go ahead, feel free. If you have a cup of water or a beverage, now would be a wonderful time to take a sip. And as always, let's take a nice easy breath in through the nose, blowing it out to the mouth. And just notice how you're feeling in relation to resting. If you took some sort of measurement before, compare how you're feeling now versus before we did that tap. Maybe you didn't measure, and that's fine. Hopefully you're just feeling a little bit more grounded, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more open to resting, which is our goal, right? So this is something maybe to just give a little thought to when you have some spare time, and just see what are some thoughts or beliefs that you might have around allowing yourself to rest, because we all know it's important. We cannot function if we don't have enough sleep, but we still try to go and burn the midnight hours, or burn the midnight oil, so to speak. So just something to ponder, some food for thought, planting little seeds that you can ponder later on. And again, if anything, I hope that you feel just a little bit more relaxed, a little calmer now than at the beginning of the tap. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me for today's Tapping Tuesday. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and tune in next week for our next episode. Other than that, take care and keep shining.